What is up, everybody? It is your boy, Bro Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog, with the finals of the WWC World Weather Cup. It is sand versus. Wait, what? That's right, guys. I didn't bring sand, but he did bring hail. But it's still technically the sand versus the ice. Will ice prove itself to finally be good weather in Draft League format? Or will sand, for the third time in Gen 8, because I have drafted sand two other times technically in Gen 8, both have led me to the playoffs. One led me to a round one of quarterfinals. One led me to a finals. And now this time, even though it was picked up halfway through the season, has led me to the finals once again. If you are hyped for this epic finals game, leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe to join the Phil Shocker crew today because you be thrilled with the king of the crew. So, we are going against Sandy Sims, coach of the Regal Resonance. He's the previous Alpha champion, and he's made it all the way to the finals, clutching it out a couple of times. But Sandy, in the end, when it came to Final Four, when it came to the playoffs, if Acorn had beaten Miles, if you guys remember who Miles is, because he was our semifinal opponent, if Acorn beat Miles, I was either going to be facing Sandy or I was going to be facing Zach. However, since Miles did beat Acorn, Acorn was not my opponent. I got to face Miles because he was the lowest seed. Because in playoffs, highest seed faces lowest seed, then it's the second highest seed versus the second lowest seed, etc., etc. And we obviously beat Miles. Then it came down to Sandy versus Jake. If everyone remembers my battle versus Jake, it was rain. And if I had won versus Miles, which if you haven't seen already, we're going to spoil it in 3, 2, 1. If you want to spoil, skip ahead 10 seconds now. I beat Miles. Which means it was sand versus rain, sand versus hail. And to a crit, which may have cost Jake the game, Sandy won. And in all honesty, Sandy was my opponent that I wanted. I want to have that rematch versus Sandy where it's weather v. weather, and we bring the team that can do the job. If you guys are excited, let's stop. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. So I'm going to lead off with my Darmanitan here. I'm just going to click Flare Blitz. Clean knockout that Surfetch. Oh, actually, if I haven't said it right, I was actually a little surprised he brought Surfetch, but Surfetch was something he could have brought. And he didn't bring Goodra, which was so huge. He didn't bring Goodra, but he did bring Sandslash. That was so huge that Goodra was not gone. Goodra was a bit of a problem for our team for what we wanted to do. And we don't have to worry about that. He also did not bring webs, which was incredibly good that he brought over Surfetch as well. So with no webs, if I get my webs on the field and he does not have spin on Slash, webs are here to stay, and webs can put in the work. So, in comes now, in comes the Ashgren. He's in regular Greninja form right now. He has two plays. He either makes the obvious Ice Beam play as I bring in my Togekiss or my Venusaur, or he makes the safe middle ground play in Dark Pulses because everything on my team regularly getting hit by Dark Pulse, and he probably thinks that I'm not going to bring Togekiss in on Ice Beam. I get that prediction right. I go into my double out into my Darmanitan. I'm just going to click Flare Blitz. He goes for that, and he actually reveals to be Sash Ninetales, which means he's not Icy Rock, and he's not like Clay. He's going to go ahead and just sack this off to me as I'm going to go ahead and just pick up another kill with Darmanitan, and down goes the Ninetales. So now I'm in a position right here where I have to sack off my Darmanitan. And with Bail Up, if he has the same investment as his Necro did last time, this will do about guaranteed 60-some% to him. Which would be really big damage to his Necrozma if he brings it in. He does bring it in. I'm just going to click Flare Blitz just to sack this thing off. And I get a crit, which I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. That was the game change moment for this game. Because for two reasons. One, that crit 100% mattered with any investment. Like, Even with 0 invested, he would have still lived that hit 100%, and he would have done two things. He either would have rock polished, he would have iron defense, or he would have moonlighted. One of two plays was going to happen right there. And I get a crit. And I'm going to tell you right now, that crit mattered so much because now Venusaur actually can just win this game. And I know what you're thinking. Why? Well, first off, I will admit to this. I should have kept fire coverage on my Stoutland, which I really, really wanted. I felt like Iron Head was more important. I don't know why. Because I could have checked Sandslash. And also, I was also stupid not to run Hip Fire on Venusaur, just in case, Sandslash did come. And I should have had that too, which is on me. It's on me. But we crit his Necrozma, which is massive because Venusaur can just now do anything I want with it. And pretty much that was one thing also stopping Haxorus from doing a lot of work. And that at this point, Sandy 100% believes the game's over. Technically speaking, the game is not over just yet. The game is not over just yet. There are still a lot of chances for Sandy to win this game. There still is a lot of chances for Sandy to win the game, and it just gets so much harder for him to win this game, though. It gets so much harder for him to win this game. In comes Tangrowth. I'm going to go for the sticky webs here, as he's going to surf me. I'm going to trick, get rid of those choice specs, and he actually chooses not to bring Hydro Pump this time. I'm going to sack Dollar. I don't care. This thing is not choiced anymore. I'm going to go in my Groot here. I'm going to go for the Sleep Powder, as he does make the protection play right here. I'm going to Toxic on the off case Greninja comes back in. He's going to P-Jab right here. He's actually going to reveal the Earthquakes. I go for the Light Screen here. And right here, I'm just going to go for a clean Sludge Bomb, which is going to basically knock out that Tangrowth. And in comes Sandslash. I am going to go ahead and go for the Sleep Powder here. He actually reveals Protect. And that's a little weird. But basically, he's going to keep clicking Protect. And I'm just going to skip to the point where he's just going to Ice Shard me here. I'm going to go ahead and put him to sleep here. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Stoutland here, as he is going to go right into Greninja here. I'm going to go for the... He's going to go for Water Shuriken here, as I am going to go for the return. And I get a max roll, which makes me so mad at myself, because I basically kind of hacked and got lucky against Sandy, because that return never guaranteed knocks him out. It's going 89, highest is about 105 to 106. Basically, if I get any low or mid roll, he could still live and he can still win this game. But I get a max roll, which sucks, especially when he sees that I am not choice banded. And basically, Sandy gets cursed on being forced to go all the way to 19% as he reveals counter. I'm going to let him kill Muskie, and basically Togekiss gets to come in here. I get to click Dazzling Gleam, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the game. I did want to say GG, sorry for the hacks to Sandy, but he immediately left, and I 100% do not blame Sandy for leaving immediately, and I can tell he's frustrated. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your coach of the Iowa Jolteons are the Season 5 WWC Champions! For the third straight year in a row, well, not year in a row, but third season in a row, we have missed the playoffs twice. And then third time's the charm to get into playoffs. Third time's the charm to get Sand to get me all the way into finals. And third time is the charm that for the third season we've been here for the full start of the season. Third time I've used Sand. We have made it all the way to another championship, winning our 5th championship. Which, oh my god, is so bittersweet. Like, it's amazing, but I know I won this game clearly from hacks. Because the crit on Necrozma matters so much. However, he did not know if I had first impression. If I had first impression, that knocks him out from the range he's at, guaranteed. But, spoiler alert, I didn't put first impression. I decided to change. I put Defog over Nasty Plot, by the way. At the last second, I put Substitute over Outrage because of Scale Shot and everything like that. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the rest of the night off. I'm going to relax. Thank you all so much for your love and support, and see you next time for Season 6. But until next time, this is your champion of WC Season 5 Delta Division. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm Pro Shocker, Nasty's Hedgehog. Peace!